Welcome back to another Bass and Bill college tournament fishing video. Today's video is going to be sponsored by Mr. Tackle Box and the guys over at Karl's Bait and Tackle, which is a new tackle shop where you can buy baits, you can buy rods, you can buy reels, you can buy hunting gear, you can buy camping gear. You can also get discounts on Mr. Tackle Box too for their Black Friday sale, which I'm going to talk about later in this video, so stay tuned guys. But first, let's get into the action. So this is a Cabelas Collegiate tournament. There's actually a little bit over 200 boats fishing this tournament. We went down there with absolutely no practice at all. So Lucas Murphy and I, we just drove down. We'll get to practice for about 2.5 hours. And although that doesn't seem like a lot of time, I wish we had more because I think we could have figured a lot more out. But we actually found something out on the very last day and it's about to take place right now. Yeah. Thank you. Going? Easy. Good. That's I'm pretty sure. Is that was mine too? Is that one 14?
I didn't.
Sorry.
Keep going.
No, oh my god. Got one? Is that a good one? That's a good one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, boy. Dude, fuck around. Oh!
Keep coming.
Slip one. That one out. Short and fat. I'll bump him real fast though. Oh shit. It's real close. You got a cull tag in here somewhere? Like he basically he touches, but that's a beach fish. Yeah, it's a beach fish.
Don't judge me, but I'm about to take a shit over the side of the boat.
Are you serious? You got
So
TP? Have you ever shit up the side of the boat? Oh my god, it's happening. I heard it. The big concern is going to be if we can pick off one, which I am assuming we will hopefully, throughout the day, is trying to do this again tomorrow. If we never figure anything else out. Oh yeah. Popped off. It wasn't like a big one, but that would have kept it. Yeah, it would have kept it for sure. Oh, maybe. Boy. Got him.
Oh, he's
14 or 15%. Sure. So as you just saw, we caught a limit in about 10 minutes. We actually went back-to-back 3 casts in a row. We caught 3 keepers, and then, you know, another like 5-10 minutes later, we put 2 more in the box. But essentially what happened there is we were pre-fishing, and I saw these fish start to school. I casted my swim jig out there. I caught like a little like 12-incher, and I was like, oh, there's some fish in the area finally, which we were having a very bad pre-fish. We caught basically nothing. Lucas caught 1 random 3-pounder flipping, and then it was pretty much downhill from there. But we have about 20 minutes left to pre-fish. I cast out there, catch that dink, and then we start making our way back into this channel, and all of a sudden there are shad blowing up freaking everywhere. I've never seen anything like it in my entire life. And so we make our way into the back of this pocket, and all of a sudden I get smoked in the swim jig, and I'm like, oh, there's one, but I shook it off because we didn't want to stick fish, obviously. But we keep moving back into this pocket, and Lucas gets smoked on the swim jig right next to the boat, to the point where we were actually able to see the bass that came up and ate his swim jig. And it was like a 2.5 pounder, and we just see these fish going up and eating the shad. We're not even casting at this point. We're seeing these bass come up and slurp shad right off the surface of the water, basically, and we're like, we're gonna start right there. And that's exactly what we did. I've never had something work so beautifully from practice and just transition into the tournament like that, where we literally saw those fish the day before, went there the next day, and within about 10 minutes had our limit in the boat. So it doesn't usually work like that, but for us, it was just one of those textbook, beautiful, just glorious days where everything came together. And after that, we knew we had to go try to find some kickers. All right, guys, so we're making our first cull of the day. We're actually, I don't think we're allowed to cast. Well, we're culling because we have to get the 6 fish out before we start fishing again and everything. But Lucas just caught a freaking stud. We started flipping a little bit, which we plan on doing after we caught our limit. And so we're gonna be intermixing the swim jig and flipping around a little bit, but Lucas just caught one over 3 pounds. We're gonna get rid of a little 1.25-pound fish probably right now, so. I wasn't filming because it started raining, but I'm gonna put the waterproof casing on, so the audio is gonna suck, but we'll get these fish on video for you guys. Slurped it, and it just looked like it could have been solid, but it wasn't the bottom. Right. Oh, flip in there. That looked better. Big, but... Hell yeah, son. So after Lucas caught that big one flipping, we actually tried to do a little bit of frogging. We found one spot. I caught that one fish right there. It gave us a little bit of a call. That was like a 2 and some change pounder. We got rid of one of our little like 14.25 inchers. So at this point, we don't catch another keeper for the rest of the day. That was day 1. We caught a limit, 5 fish in about 10 minutes, and then we culled 2 times, and then did not catch another keeper bass for the rest of the day. We didn't know how that was gonna put us in the tournament, but we went to the weigh-in, and this is what happened. Is that really? I don't know. Yeah, that's, yeah. Three spots.
It's amazing what 1 or 2 pounds can really do for these teams. University of Arkansas.
Just rocks it over and dumps them. Oh yeah, that's how it was supposed to be. That's right.
Trenton and Krista.
5 fish, no dead.
They've got a 5 fish limit to set up to 74. Grand Valley, Lucas and Bill. 1283, 1283. Remember, anglers, we're going to invert the field in the morning, so all y'all can come off both 190 to 200. You'll be first.
So we're sitting in 10th place out of over 200 boats with our limit for like 12 pound something ounces. And we're feeling freaking good, aside from the fact that we don't know if we're going to catch another bass the next day. This is a 2-day tournament, and we caught all the fish. We had that one area that we found in practice, and that was it. That was all the fish. We caught them there in the first 10 minutes of the tournament, and we have no idea what we're going to do the next day. We pretty much decided we're going to go junk fishing. Okay, quick intermission. We got to plug the sponsor, Karl's Bait and Tackle and Mr. Tackle Box. They sent me some good stuff. They're having a huge Black Friday sale. So they have biospawn lures. They have their own baits from Karl's Amazing Baits. And plus so much more. Like, you have no idea how much stuff they have in their shop. If you ever shopped on Tackle Warehouse, it's basically like that, but on crack. And they're having this massive Black Friday sale. And then on top of that, if you're a member, you're going to get an additional 10% off that. Which, good news for you guys, because I'm going to leave a link down in the description below for you guys to get a free 30-day membership. So you don't have to sign up right away. You could check out the site. You could take advantage of the Black Friday sale and the additional 10% off. So with both of the discounts, you're basically going to be getting 30% off on almost anything in the store. Then you're also getting free shipping on any orders over $25. So it's a phenomenal deal, guys. So if you guys are interested in the Black Friday sale, or just, you know, checking out Karl's Bait and Tackle in general, use that link down in the description below. But let's get right back into the video.
You want to do an on-the-spot interview? How do you feel about sitting in 10th place after day one?
We got lucky and today's gonna suck.
That sounds about right.
Got one? That'll be close. That's not the one. They'll be close.
You're on board.
Oh. Come on, baby. Start us out here.
I leaned into him and I'm like,
Oh, good Lord. How close? Made it?
I mean, he's a squeaker.
Okay.
Like a fucking squeaky,
Shit.
squeaky.
Yeah.
Got him.
Yep. Little.
That's what I thought that last one was.
Seems little. Yeah, that ain't going right. No way.
Check. I put it back, but that one I just caught was barely. I would say
That's yeah. I'll just for shits. No way. Yeah, 13 and a quarter. So we went back to that spot, even though we thought we pretty much caught everything off of it. And Lucas caught one little keeper there, or two little keepers there, as you just saw. And then after that, we were pretty much just running and gunning, throwing the swim jig every single place that we could, because that's all we could seem to get bit on, really. Got one? That one should go. Nice. Good job, man. No? Are you serious? Look like a good one. That should go. Come on. Good one. Oh, baby. That's a Darden daddy. Not really, but
Darden retread.
that's, oh, that felt so good. You have no idea. That was just, I like popped it off a rock. It was just dunk. Oh, baby. That just got me going. Went back to an area by the launch where we saw some fish busting the day before and didn't catch anything quite in that area, but as we continued down the bank, I caught that nice one. And then after that, continued to junk fish. Yeah, right. Would have been like, up, no fish here. I mean, basically, but that's all you need is. Got him. Good one. Maybe. He's a close one. Oh. Me.
You're good, I got you.
Careful, man. 13 and a half of that.
Attaboy.
Fish on that flat. Yeah, get him. Really close. Oh, dope. That's about a pound, but dope.
That's why
yeah.
He's on the for sure keeper side. No.
Yeah. That's gotta be a striper. Got one? Yep. Let's get the fuck out of here. I mean, that's sick, but that's terrible. I figured that's what they were. Are you kidding? It's a big one, dude. At least you get to have some fun. This one wasn't as bad, too, because I immediately knew it was a striper. The other one was just sad yesterday. Oh my god, that's a freaking big one. So it started downpouring out and it was absolutely freezing. I was shivering to my core. I could barely even use my hands during this tournament at the very end. So I did not film the rest of the tournament, but we did have a camera boat come on our boat. That video will be up whenever they post it. I have no idea, but I will link that down. So if you're watching this at a later time, you might be able to see that video because some funny stuff happened. We finished out our limit with the camera boat guy in our boat, and then we caught some other dumb fish. So if you want to check that out, that might be in the description. If you're watching it right away, it will not be, but it was a good time. It was really cool to have the camera boat guy in the boat. He kind of interviewed us on the water and just asked, what we did the day before and just what we thought about the School of the Year race and all that good stuff. But I also didn't film the weigh-in because it was so terrible outside. But we ended up in 30th place out of like 200 boats. So not the best finish. We dropped down a little bit, but we were just absolutely stoked that we could finish out our limit because with no practice, we just had that one spot, and obviously that was pretty much dried up after the day before. And, we grinded all day for those 5 fish. We had about 8.5 pounds, I think. Not even 9 pounds. I know that for a fact. And I was freaking so ecstatic just to have that in our box. At the end of the day, when we had 5 fish, I was just so stoked. We actually had a few that were so close to bumping, we had to use their little courtesy bump board just to make sure. And our board, you had to basically massage their tails just to get them to go. But when we went up to the courtesy bump board, they bumped just fine and we were good to go. But in these big college tournaments without any practice, it's really hard to finish up near the top. And we got our school some really good School of the Year points to keep us up in the top 3 for the nation, which we only have a handful of guys in the GV team that fish these big tournaments. Like this one was a double points event, but we only sent down our team. So we miss out on a huge opportunity to earn extra points just because we don't have the biggest club. Like some of these other schools will send like 10 boats down to this tournament and they're bound to get like a team in the top 10 and another team that gets points, where it's really difficult for us to stay up there. But we have a lot of really good sticks in our team and we're doing really well this year. So we're trying to make it to as many tournaments as possible, which is why we went down there, because we initially were not even intending on fishing that tournament. But we made it down there, we made it happen, we caught some good fish, and we kept us in the hunt. So that's all we could ask for, really, guys. Thank you for watching today's video, guys. If you want to go check out Karl's Bait and Tackle Shop, like I said, I'm going to leave the link down in the description. Use that. You become a free member for the 30 days, and you can get the Black Friday discount, which you don't have to be a member to get the Black Friday discount, but you get a 10% on top of the Black Friday discount if you are a member. So you might as well do it. It's a free 30-day trial. Check them out. They have BioSpawn lures, and then they also have their own Karl's Amazing Baits too, and along with pretty much anything you could think of, any rod and reel companies almost. So check them out, guys. It means a lot to me. Link's going to be down in the description below. So thanks for watching, guys.